why do I get different recommendations when I send my sample to 2 different labs? That's a question I got asked in one of the lives I think I had a few months ago, and it's absolutely a confusing thing for people out there, but it's actually not that hard to answer. So realistically, what you get when you have sent your sample away to us, for example, is we look at your sample and then we have set points for your values that we measure, right? So let's say you have a iodine reading of 30 and we have a set point of 60, and that set point is something that I actually researched when I brought ICP testing to this industry. I needed to do that because there were no set points beforehand, right? So it's not like somebody wrote a book about trace elements and what corals need. We needed to find out, Triton did a lot of work in the back to find out what is actually the set point that we need in an aquarium for trace elements, right? So we put a vanadium set points up, put zinc, nickel, all these set points we created. We found out what is needed, and we're still working on them right here at the Great Barrier Reef, so we're not stopped anything, and you will see in other videos what we do to understand more about this trace element situation. And what you need to do is not like I say, there is no other company or knowledge based around the trace elements that is you know, done scientifically or whatever. It's more like a luck-based thing, but we do it. We are here at the reef, we do all the science for you. And then when we have the set point that we can reach, then you get a liquid, like let's say a little bottle with zinc or a little bottle with iodine, right? And this bottle has a concentration in it that we know, so we can make it match to your results. So we can tell you, okay, so you're 30, you need 30 microgram of iodine, and that would be this amount in that bottle to add, right, to your aquarium. So when you test with somebody else, in the moment, actually all of them use our set points. There is nobody really gone out of that set points that we created back in 2012 something, right? So because nobody's doing that work, nobody is here at the reef, or you know, that's just like the set points we created are copied and used in their results. But the difference is, what you think is making the difference is that they have another concentration in their liquids, right? So when the concentration, and actually it's not only the concentration, it's also other things in there that might not be the same that we have, because you can't measure that. But obviously there is, like, you know, let's say iodine in that bottle, but that might be more concentrated or less concentrated. So if it's less concentrated, then you would get the recommendation to add in, let's say 20 ml, while in our case for our product, our iodine, you would just have a recommendation of 10 ml. But it's still the same outcome, because you will hit that set point, and that set points are the main work that we kind of did on ICP testing, and we still do on ICP testing for a long time. So when you look at it that way, you understand that actually you don't get a different thing. You just get a different dosage, but you will have to reach the same set point in your aquarium. In our case, we also go habitat based, so we will recommend you for SPS another set point than for LPS, or for a fish only tank, or for a clam tank. So you can choose in Triton's, you know, that's pretty unique too. You just choose your habitat, and then it will recommend some different things, because that's what we found out here. They're not always the same. But yeah, so actually the answer on this question is there is no difference. Okay, it's always the same thing. You do the same thing, and you need to have the measurement correct, and then you have your set point in a good position. So should be somewhere around what we found out years ago, and then you go and you have it right. Okay, so if you have any questions to that, you've maybe not followed anything, you know, sometimes that's a bit hard to explain sometimes, stuff like that, just write a little question down here, that's fine. Give me a thumbs up, and hopefully see you in the next video. Take care, guys.